Music feeds the soul. I've always felt that way. I've sung in choirs and small vocal ensembles most of my life, and the joy those experiences provided me were immeasurable. Never could I have imagined to what extent music would change my life and heal my soul and that of others. August 10th, 2004 was the day my life was redirected. It was the day I spoke to a radiation oncologist about the results from a recent biopsy. The conversation started with, "Well, we found some abnormal cells." My response, "Okay." She continued with, "And you're going to need surgery to remove those abnormal cells." "Surgery?" I asked. "Yes," she said. My response, "Okay." "And you're going to need radiation treatments," she added. It was only then that I thought, "What?" I asked, "Is this breast cancer?" And she replied, "I'm afraid so." And without missing a beat, before I had a chance to even process this news, she said, "But the cancer was found very early, the tumor is very small, and if anyone were to get breast cancer, this is the best type to get." She concluded with, "I know this is very difficult news to hear, and what I'm about to say will be very hard to understand right now, but this should prove to be a blip in your life." So I decided to proceed with that outlook in mind. At the time of my diagnosis, I didn't know anyone who had breast cancer, or any cancer for that matter. So as my journey as a breast cancer patient began, I decided to go to a support group to meet people who were going through what I was going through. What I learned about support groups was that besides offering the opportunity to share experiences, they also provided many needed distractions during the cancer journey by offering classes in art, cooking, yoga, and Tai Chi, just to mention a few. What I found glaringly missing from the list was a musical outlet. I was surprised because of its innate healing quality. While there are no claims that music cures cancer or any other disease, medical experts do believe music can ease pain, lower blood pressure, decrease anxiety, and most importantly, improve the quality of life. For many of those reasons, I went to the director of the support group that very first night and suggested they offer a musical outlet, even if it meant bringing in a guitar with everyone sitting around singing Kumbaya. She proceeded to tell me all the reasons they couldn't or wouldn't do that. Why? They didn't have someone musical to lead it. There wasn't space in the facility for something like this. And basically, she kind of shrugged it off. So I went home and got on the internet to find a supportive outlet that included music, singing in particular. To my surprise, I didn't find any. I've always had a strong entrepreneurial spirit and took this opportunity to try to start my own chorus, created for those singers whose lives have been touched by breast cancer. I ran my idea by friends and family and got enormous support and encouragement, so I decided to proceed. It was then, my second act, the Sing to Live Community Chorus, was born. Towards the middle of December 2004, I happened upon a newspaper ad for a workshop to incorporate nonprofits, hosted by the Lawyers for the Creative Arts. And it was to be held the very next day. I signed up and went to the workshop. As a result, the Sing to Live Community Chorus was incorporated. The Lawyers for the Creative Arts was so taken by the Sing to Live concept, they offered to take me on as a pro bono client to help get the required 501c3 status. Not a small feat. It took about 5 months to complete. We had our first board meeting in July of 2005. And just about 15 months after my breast cancer diagnosis, we had our first concert in November 2005 with 36 singers and 300 in our audience. It's been just about 10 years since that first magical concert. Since then, we've grown to over 90 singers, each touched by breast cancer, either as a survivor or someone with an immediate family member or friend affected by the disease. We've performed over 24 concerts. Our audiences have grown from 300 to over 700 per concert weekend, and we've sung over 250 songs. I couldn't have dreamt up what this chorus has become. It's a musical family that supports each other through the good and the bad, and there are both. We've had singers experience recurrences, receive new cancer diagnoses, go through surgeries, and 3 of our singers died of breast cancer over the years. Those were the hardest times for me. We comfort each other during times like these. We celebrate the good times too. Survivorship, great results from biopsies, completion of treatment. We relate to each other in ways no others can. It's our love for singing and the common thread of adversity each of us shares that provide compassion and understanding, all needed during times of struggle. Being the founder and executive director, I'm always thinking ahead to the next concert, the next project, but it's when I take a step back to read the singer testimonials of what Sing to Live means to them or what it has done for them, I am truly humbled and overjoyed at its impact. The Sing to Live concerts impact our audiences as well. Part of our mission is to provide complimentary concert tickets to breast cancer survivors. Since we began, we've given over 800 breast cancer survivor tickets. Our audiences love our concerts. It's a great feeling to meet with the audience after a concert to hear their praises of how the music feeds their souls. It's the generosity from the singers, our audience, and our donors and sponsors that keep us going. All money we receive covers our operating expenses and allows us to plan for our next step, to take the Sing to Live community chorus model national. This may sound odd to some, but getting a diagnosis of breast cancer was the greatest thing that ever happened to me. It clarified what was important to me and showed me what my life's true passions were. It provided me the opportunity to marry together 2 of my life's passions, entrepreneurship and music, into my second act, the Sing to Live community chorus, that I created to provide a unique musical outlet that celebrates hope and survival for singers whose lives have been touched by breast cancer. 10 years later, stronger than ever, we continue to live to sing, and we continue to sing to live. If I could turn back the hands of time, I wouldn't change a thing.